Hello, and here we go. It's Thursday night in the NBA on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here with me, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Joining us courtside is Allie LaForce. And here's what the Utah Jazz schedule looks like. On Friday, they'll host the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Sunday, they'll be playing against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And for that game against Los Angeles, it's a good checkpoint to see how they fare. It's the 5th contest on the year for them and a chance to evaluate where they stand.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. "2K Sports" presents Thursday night at the NBA. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter David Aldridge on the sidelines. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
And with that rotation not at full strength, someone else is going to have to step up and fill that role.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Andre Ayton out there with Jackson. Then it's Morant. Then there's Wells. And it's Bridges in at the 2 guard. And for Utah, we've got White. White is out there with George. Then there's Filipowski. And this season's still very young. Greg, what are you looking forward to this year?
Oh, well, Kevin, I'm always interested in the rookies, seeing which guys step up. The leap to the NBA can be a huge one, so you never know what will happen with some of these young players.
And it's going to be the Jazz off the on the Jazz with some changes. McGowan's checked in. And it's Collier in for Wright. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Randy. Clark, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Santi Aldama comes in for Gigi Jackson. Marshall, he's checked in for Wells. And it's Isaiah Joe in for John Morant. Bridges for 3. That's tipped. Jazz trail by 5. There's 1:59 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Filipowski. Hits the... Filipowski's got 5 now.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Bridges deciding where to go with it. A rebound by the Jazz. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
On the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a three-point play. The Grizzlies have made 3 free throws so far, haven't missed any. Hayes, he's checked in for Filipowski. What a rise for Taylor Jenkins, working his way, Stan, from the G League assistant there to NBA assistant and now to NBA head coach. Wow.
Wow is right, Kevin. And Taylor Jenkins, one of the best coaches in the NBA. This is a guy who just kept grinding and learning. I think sometimes coaches get too concerned about when they're going to get their opportunity. Taylor Jenkins was always concerned about being ready when his opportunity came.
I think you and I are alike. We root for the grinders, don't we? The guys that have really worked to climb that ladder.
I certainly do, Kevin.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
To the inside. And Hayes throws it down.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Bridges outside. Fires from deep. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the 4 this game. Now 6 for 10.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now, here is Russell. Nothing on the board. 5 on the clock. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Here's Hayes. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And so it's Memphis with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be back with you shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
Memphis leading by 6. So on the floor for Memphis, they've got Isaiah Joe. Brandon Clark is out there with Santi Aldama. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Marshall in at the small forward position.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Inside, intercepted. Pass to Joe for the 3, and the 3 ball is good. Joe's got the lead up to 11 now for the Grizzlies. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And they've also refused to give up on their plays tonight, chasing after their shots and just working hard for second chance points.
6 on the shot clock. Screened by Russell. Here's McGowan. Misses from short range.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Joe passes to Clark. Another shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. Clark's got 6.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
And the Jazz can't hang on to the ball.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. And the Grizzlies leading by 13. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Clark. It's rebounded by Hayes.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
To the middle. Here's Bridges. And the layup's good off the glass. And that's 20 points for Mikal Bridges.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Russell. Now here's Hayes. Back to Russell. Hayes with the screen for Russell. Here's Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
And the precision passing of Russell. This time out of the pick and roll.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Bridges with it. He's got 20. Outside Jackson. Clock at 6. Clark with a wide open look. No good with the triple. Jazz trail by 13. Here's McGowens. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Russell. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. I'm told now by our producer, do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
And let's check out the stats for Jackson. Last year, getting it done. Averaged 18 points per, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Just a fantastic scorer off the bench. Always a factor in every game he plays.
Yeah, look, you need that kind of punch off the bench. Someone who can help shoulder the offensive load.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract limits. Commissioner Silver says, we used to refer to it as dead money, a star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, and in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think, DA, that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Pass to Russell. Here's McGowens, guarded by Jackson. Here's McGowens, up and in, off to an efficient start, 2 for 3 from the field.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
From 11 feet away, Bridges shot, good. Bridges has got 24. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. And Utah again with the bucket. Here's Joe. To the paint. Here's Aldama. And Aldama slams it in.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Bridges finds Clark. Here's Joe. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Here's Collier. Still scoreless. Outside, Russell fires for 3. Sinks the triple. Russell's got it back down to within single digits for the Jazz.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Kick by Clark, down low. Here's Aldama, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
White is checked in for Utah. George comes in for D'Angelo Russell. Memphis also making some changes. Wells comes in for Brandon Clark. And it's John Morant in for Isaiah Joe. Here's McGowens. 6 points for him. Pass to Collier. They get the rebound. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from White.
Yeah, that's a nice hustle play, but boy, it drives a coach crazy to concede second chance point.
Bridges kicks to Wells. Jackson with the screen. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by McGowens. McGowens has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
Offensive rebound. The shot by George, wide open. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. George has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
There's the lob to Jackson. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And this is something Morant does well. His knack for knowing when to make that feed is impressive.
Utah calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next one. Mikal Bridges has been the guy making things happen for Memphis. A terrific quarter for him, and now he has a total of 27 points. Shouldn't take him long to get up over 30. Right back after this break.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down.
They're taking the traditional approach of working it inside and then going outside. That stretched out that defense.
Yeah, it's about time. Once you establish that inside.
Now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming schedule.
Taking a look here at the Grizzlies.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
With the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What a game we're seeing from Mikal Bridges.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, he's also a pretty good actor. He sells fouls really well.
And the Grizzlies leading by 17 for the Jazz. McGowan's checked in. And it's Collier in for Wright. We've got Collier. White is out there with Filipowski. Then it's Russell. And it's McGowens in at the 3 spot. That's the group right now for Utah. Russell against Thompson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players. And it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
There's a screen. From 15 feet away, it's rebounded by Memphis. Aldama's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Clark, a screen on Russell. Thompson passes to Clark. Yep, it counts. Clark's got 11 points.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Pass to McGowens. And once again, off the mark by Utah.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Aldama. And the layup is good. 9 points in the game so far.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's McGowens.
What's that? What is that, man?
No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Pass to Clark. Joe in the corner. Now Marshall. Fires the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
And Utah making a change here. Hayes is checked in. The Grizzlies also making a change. Humphries checked in. Russell feeling it out a bit. Here's the screen. Here's McGowan. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Memphis.
Well, you got to love their aggressiveness on the offensive glass. They have just refused to give up on any of the plays.
And they've also forced a lot of turnovers, capitalizing and turning those turnovers into points. Way to get after it.
Joe can't get it to go. The Jazz shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Here's McGowens. 8 points for him. Pass to Collier. Nice ball movement by Utah. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Russell. Here's McGowan. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. Second, the Grizzlies.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
The Grizzlies shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. Humphries with the bucket.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Here's Collier. The Grizzlies pull it in. Clark's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
No, I can
just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Great open look there. Joe's got 11 points.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
From downtown, and the basket by McGowan.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Pass to Clark. And here is Marshall. And Humphries has it in the corner. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's the Jazz with the ball. Humphries with the steal. Fast break, here we go. Now Aldama. 9 points in the game so far. Marshall deciding where to go with it. Into the lane. It's rebounded by Hayes.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Here's McGowan.
And this early in the season, there are still so many unknowns, Grant.
You're right. You learn a little about each team in the preseason. But once the games count, things really start coming into focus.
Now let's check out the... And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for the Jazz, Jackson Hayes. One shot.
Doris, I'm going to give you 3 names here. John Stockton, Karl Malone, Pete Maravich. Which one is the greatest player to ever wear a Jazz uniform, you think?
I'm not going greatest player, B.A. I'm going greatest tandem in the history of the Utah Jazz. John Stockton